Hello, how are you? It's Jeannie. Welcome to my channel if you're new, and welcome back if you've been here before. I hope you're all well. Make sure to check that you're subscribed and give me a thumbs up. It really helps my channel. So anyway, today's video is kind of a long, epic one, and it's going to go over my trip to Mexico, specifically Cabo. Typically, if you have watched me for a while, you know we like to go down to Puerto Vallarta, and we love it there. But we decided to just try Cabo. No reason, just for the heck of it. And so our plan was to go down for, I think it was like 10 days. So anyway, I got a lot of footage that I'm going to show you and go over and give you some insight as to where we stayed and what we did, and a couple of recommendations, perhaps. So, there are a lot of things that I take with me when I travel that make my travels easier. As you know, we have traveled a lot, with my husband being a retired pilot. He was a captain for United on the 787, and whenever I could, and it was convenient for my schedule, I'd fly with him. And, you know, if it was a cool layover, if it was not so cool, or, you know, more of a hassle than the layover was worth, I didn't do it. I'd rather stay home and do laundry. So anyway, I've learned over the years of being a pilot wife certain things that just make it easier for you as a traveler. It's easy to overpack. And as you know, we went to England a year and a half ago, September, October, and we did 2.5 weeks, something like that, 15 days maybe, in England, all carry-on. And even then, I found that I overpacked a few things, not many, but a few. So I have a few little tips. That's not what this video is, but there will be a couple things I show you. If you're new, my videos tend to be soft-spoken. So I get sometimes people asking, why is she whispering? Well, I'm not whispering. I'm just more in the quiet mode, so that if you want to put on the video and just tune out to the blah, 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 you can do that. Or you can pay attention and learn a thing or two. Now, I have to tell you something about this video. We had a couple of technical glitches, and I'm not a techie person, and neither is my husband. Well, he is, but in a cockpit, not, with a camera. And so there are a couple of glitchy things, like the stabilizer wasn't on. We didn't use a gimbal, which automatically makes for a smooth shot. You could ride a horse and it comes out smooth. Well, we didn't use that. We used a different kind of grip. And the stabilizer was off, and sometimes the sound was wonky. So I'm asking ahead of time for forgiveness in my lack of technical knowledge prior to filming. My videos are not slick National Geographic videos that, are going to win any kind of photography awards. But what they are videos through my eyes showing you some of the things that we see and do just as a regular traveler. So, are there glitches? Yeah, but that's life. The editing of this was epic as well, and a little beyond my technical, experience, but that's okay. It's okay. So, anyway, a couple of things. I'm going to show you these things right now, and I'll have links. This is not a sponsored video, but I'll put some links to my Amazon shop for a couple of things that I'm recommending that make travel much easier. And a couple things I tried that I would not recommend, and I'll just get right to that. When we go by the pool, I'm on my phone sometimes reading or listening to a book, because if I bring a book, it gets oil and water and gunk all over it. So sometimes I'll put it, audible. So sometimes I'll listen to a book. Regardless of having my phone in the shade, it gets hot. And sometimes I'm there also answering emails or checking on my mom or calling or whatever, wherever I am. And so it gets hot. So I saw these on the internet, and I bought them. And they're supposed to be insulating. And since we also play pickleball, I thought I could put my phones in here and then put them in my pickleball bag, and they'd stay cool. I'm disappointed they didn't. Maybe I need to freeze them first. I don't know, but they didn't work. So I can't recommend them. And I was hoping that I could have. If you know of another, we have the iPhone 16 Max, the big ones. If you know of something that keeps them cool, truly that works, let me know in the comments. So, now, the last time, or 2 times before we went to Mexico, somehow on the way back, somewhere in my own house, I lost my passport. It's here, somewhere in my house. I put it in a safe place. And my safe places are safe forever. They will never be found until we move. So now I keep, because passports are dark, it's easy to, misplace them in a bag because you don't necessarily see it. And so what I did is I bought a case, just a passport case, and I bought it for me in this kind of shimmery pink, so I see it. It was only like $6 or $8, and I'm hoping I won't lose it because of that. So maybe a case for your passport. I had to go down to the passport office in Houston and stand in a line in the god-awful heat last summer and, get an emergency passport, and it cost me, I think, $250. And I swore I would find it right after that. I haven't. So, and I'll show you this in as we go through my video. I've taken this along with me, and I've shown it to you before in other travel videos. This 3-in-1 charger. It packs up to nothing. It's got a USB and a C connector. It charges your earpods, your AirPods. It charges your phone, and it charges your watch, my Apple Watch. And so I'm not looking at 1,000 cords, and big messes and 3 outlets. It's 1 outlet, actually a USB outlet, and a lot of hotels now in the lamps have a USB outlet. And if not, you can plug it into your block. I highly recommend this. It's not expensive, but it's worth it. Okay. And then while we were in Mexico, in Cabo, Cabo is very, very dry. It's very desert-like. It doesn't rain there. Even though it's surrounded by ocean, it is not humid, and I love humidity for my wrinkles that you don't see easily because of my lights and my camera. But my skin gets so dry. So I have this. It is called After Shower Nourishing Body Oil by First Aid Beauty, FAB. And you only need like 1 or 2 pumps of this inside of, or in addition to regular lotion. And so I mix it up together and slather that all over. And my skin drinks it up, and it hydrates my skin so that I am not parched. Because the minute I'm in Cabo, I feel parched. So this is amazing. And this, like I said, just a couple of pumps in your palm mixed in with your regular lotion will last almost all day. And it's oily. It's an oil, but it soaks in. And when you use it with other lotion, it spreads that out. So anyway, I can't recommend this enough, and this will last a long, long time. I shouldn't do this because one little drop just goes a long, 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 long way. That will last me years. So it's got a nice scent too. And now I'm going to have oily hands, and everything I touch will be fingerprinted. Okay, now the last thing that I really recommend, and it is pricey. Gals, and guys, if you're into skincare, this is LMS, and these are the Skin Bliss capsules, day and night. You know why I love this? Number one, it's an amazing brand, an amazing, fantastic brand. Everything I've gotten from LMS, I love. Number two, the product is good on my skin. Another thing is they have the day capsule and the night capsule. So if you're going to be gone 10 days, you pull out 10 capsules, 10 for the morning, 10 for the evening. And look, there is no leakage. You have the perfect, amount to use, because I tend to overuse products. And it takes up, no space. And so you don't have to worry about a 3-ounce thing, limit if you're doing airline carry-on. These are fantastic. They're pricey, but per use, they're fantastic, and it's an excellent, excellent product. So I highly recommend them. I know on Amazon you can buy, one time and you pay more, but if you do the subscribe and save, you get a really good discount. That would be a great way to try it, the subscribe and save. And then if you don't like it, I don't know why you wouldn't, you can cancel that. So anyway, highly recommend. And then those are my recommendations. What did we buy there? Not a lot. I got my mom a t-shirt. I'll show you. I got a couple of little dishes, a butter dish and a little serving dish with some really pretty, painting on them. And then coming back through customs, I couldn't resist. I got some Chanel No. 5. I just had to. It was a splurge. Look at. Oh. Okay. So, classic. A little of this, as you know, goes a long, long way. This could last me a long, long time. I love Chanel No. 5, and I don't often indulge in something this expensive. But I did, and I have no regrets. Oh, it smells so good in here now. So, okay. Now, I'm going to show you the video, some of my footage, and where we were. We stayed at the Garza Blanca, and it is a 5-star place. That is what they say. Were there times we were let down a little bit? Yes, there were. But they did everything they could to make it right. And I appreciate that. So I'm not even going to go into, what little thing. First world problems. And overall, on a scale of 1 to 10, I give them a solid 8 for this particular location. And so, yeah. Another highlight that we had was going to a place, and we've been there once before, so this was our second visit, is called Flora Farms. And I'm going to show you our visit to Flora Farms. And I got a private behind-the-scenes tour by their marketing person and got an inside look at some of their workings, and I'm more amazed than ever. So I'll go into that. I cannot recommend that more highly. If you go to Cabo, you must go to Flora Farms. All right, so let's get started. So here we are, driving to the airport. When we got to the airport, there was no parking. It was full on almost every level. And so we ended up valet parking our car. It's more expensive, but we had to. Otherwise, we were going to drive around for another half an hour. And then after we got checked in, we went to the United Lounge and had a little breakfast, snack, and coffee. It was crowded. And here we are taking off. And it's only about a 2-hour flight, so it's not too bad. And we've landed, and we are now coming through immigration and customs to Cabo. And the first thing we have to do is go find our ride. And so you go out to where your particular hotel or resort has the drivers waiting for you, and we did. Garza Blanca provides us with a driver as, part of our stay, and began our journey to the hotel, which took about 25-30 minutes. Do you see how dry it is? It is very dry and deserty. And so here we are pulling up to the Garza Blanca, and it is beautiful, just absolutely beautiful. You do go through security, and you can't come in unless you're on a list. And so here it is. It's very modern and pretty impressive. This is the lobby. And then, because we are elite resident members there, we go to a separate room and get all our stuff checked in. And while we were waiting for our room, we went upstairs and had a drink. I had Topo Chico and Zane had a beer, and we ordered a snack. I think I got tacos, and Zane got a Caesar salad. So once our room was ready, we have two butlers, and those are basically attendants for a particular set of rooms that help you with anything that you might need, any requests that you have. And I have to tell you, they were amazing. It was Leo on the left and Anna Sophia on the right, and they were both they worked so hard at trying to just make us happy, and kind of the introduction to our room, starting with the TV, because you could order from it if you wanted to. So let me show you our room. We're in room 731, and we have a direct view of the ocean. So this is our suite. And I love this little touch where they bring in lots of fruit, a bottle of wine, fresh flowers, and some chocolate. Welcome home, it says. So stepping outside, and I love having the door open and hearing the ocean and the crashing of the surf. And it's just a beautiful view. The surf is incredibly rough, so I asked Zane if he wanted to go into the surf. No. Here's another feature I love, are these electric blinds. You can close just the shears, and which is a nice light diffuser, and you can do the entire room darkening, heavier drapes. And so we would get those closed every night when they made up our room for nighttime. They came in and had it all closed up for us, so in the morning you're not getting a lot of light. If you wanted to sleep in, I never sleep in. They have everything you need if you wanted to cook. Pots, pans, dishes, and this coffee setup. They have an espresso as well as a full pot of coffee maker, microwave, oven. They really go above and beyond. It's very nice. And then in the fridge, they stock it with a few sodas, diet sodas, waters, and beer. And then I love this. Behind here is the laundry, because I like to wash our laundry about 3 or 4 days before we're going home, maybe 2 days, and bring home more clean things than dirty. And then what's really nice is a separate bathroom for Zane. And it's got a nice shower and everything he needs, just so we're not bumping into each other. And then here behind this mirrored wall is the master bedroom. The bed was fantastic. High quality linens, high quality mattress. It was just fantastic. And again, we had the electric drapes and sheer closings. The bathroom, I'll call it my bathroom, is fantastic, and I love this bathtub. I had to try it out. Look how big it is, or how small I am in it. I've never used it. But if I wanted to, they would have drawn it up for me. This is me being graceful. And there's a closet that is definitely plenty big, nice big mirror, lots of hangers, which is nice, and they give you flip-flops in my size as well as Zane's size, if you didn't have them or if you're going to the spa or something like that. And the shower is fantastic, either that rain shower or, the regular. Lots of shelves. They even have a scale. I don't think people should weigh themselves on vacation. I'm dead set against that. But maybe it's for luggage, right? So you don't go over. And another thing I love is this magnifying mirror for my old eyes. Here are the sauces that I bring, and we start off, I always wear 70 on my face and chest and bring bug spray. So here is that 3-in-1 charger that I just can't travel without. And you just put your appliances, your things down on there, and it charges them. And I also bring this just in case for extra outlets, because you don't know what they will or won't have. And with all my equipment, I may need more. So I brought that just in case. And so now it's time to go walk around the property and discover everything it has. This is a nice area to sit and relax in. And there are several pools, some quieter than others. This is more of the party pool down here, and not exactly what we were looking for. We found a quieter pool. And see, they're setting up for a wedding, which was something we got to view. They had a swim-up bar, and we decided now, after our walk, to go get a little something to eat, and we went to the first restaurant, Blanca Blue. And this is where we'll come in the morning for our breakfast as well. And I'll show you that. So we went out and sat out on the patio overlooking the ocean and the wedding. And we actually watched the bride come down the aisle. It was fantastic. And we watched this guy just trying his hardest to catch a wave. The tortilla soup was out of this world.
Oh, that's beautiful.
And Zane had a shrimp risotto dish.
Thank you.
And then they had a couple of musicians. The wedding party down on the beach had some mariachis, and they later all moved to a big ballroom up on up at the top of one of the buildings. And then we spent the evening just walking around the grounds. It's beautiful and quiet. We did a little window shopping. There's an amazing market. And then later, because this was a weekend, they had fireworks. That was kind of fun to watch from our room. Even this. Look at that. That's a piece of chocolate. Okay. Watch this.
You have a broken home.
Welcome home. It's really good. So the next morning, I get up about 6:30 and go out and have my coffee. I love the sound of the surf. We decided to take a walk around in the morning and just see the grounds before people got up. And then we would head to the breakfast buffet in the Blanca Blue restaurant. That is not a surf for a poor swimmer. You've got to be a strong swimmer to get back in. I've done it. And here is the buffet. And they have everything, oatmeals and every kind of nut and fruit, hot chocolate. They make different hot dishes every day, chilaquiles, that are so good. And I'm not a big breakfast eater, but I did indulge the scrambled eggs and bacon. And waffles, which I don't eat. These were delicious meatballs. and rice and potatoes, all kinds of delicious juices, and the overnight chia, things they make. I have to tell you, this fruit was so delicious. Papaya, mango, watermelon, pineapple, cantaloupe, and grapefruit. It was so flavorful. And then cheeses and meats. And then a bread area. And I did indulge in a little bread. I had to. It's vacation.
I have a guest. He just jumped up here. Yeah. Me. Excuse me.
I'm sure it wasn't his first rodeo.
So we're just taking a beautiful morning's walk on the beach. Here, let me show you real quick. Watching a couple of those brave surfers. You gonna do that, honey?
In a previous lifetime.
Yeah. Or the next. It's not a beach that is easy for kids, families, swimmers. I've done it. I've been out there. It's just hard getting back in. But yeah, it is beautiful. We're enjoying the pool and the food. Look at that. It's as peaceful as we've seen it since we've been here this morning.
So after walking up and down the beach, we went to the quietest pool and kind of embedded ourselves in the lounge chairs and went in and out of the water. And I like just hanging out, in the shallow end. And I did some reading on maybe some future travel ideas. And then we went to Hiroshi, the Japanese restaurant there at Garza, Blanca, and it was delicious. I forgot to take a picture of mine before I attacked it. Okay, and here we get to kind of a change of scenery at day 3. We found some people to play pickleball with, and they were 4 women from California, Southern California. And we were playing and having so much fun. And then, well, hello. I didn't think I would be making this video, but I wanted to give you an update on our plans here. I am out on our patio. It's about 6:30 in the morning. Yesterday we played pickleball, and we were having such a fun time. We found 4 other people to play with, and we were cycling in and out and giving each other breaks because it's hot. And anyway, I went running off chasing a ball, bent over to pick it up, turned around and took a step back, and it was as if someone was playing with a voodoo doll and stabbed a big needle right into my lower back. Pain shot down both my legs, and I couldn't take another step. And I eventually got off the court and back to my room and took some Tylenol and ibuprofen, and we happened to bring a couple of lidocaine patches. So I put a lidocaine patch on and just laid down. It's all I could do. And so for the rest of the day yesterday, we did nothing but lay out, in the shade by the pool. I managed to get down there because I wanted to be among people. And I wanted to be outside. I didn't want to be in my hotel room. So Zane, God bless him, helped me. And lost an entire day. We got back to our room early, just ordered room service, and just stayed in bed. And it's just changed everything that I had planned for this trip. I had a great outline for you to show you Cabo, the different parts of it, and I can't. This morning we have an appointment to go get a massage here at the hotel. It's called Spa Imagine, and an hour before your appointment, you arrive and do a complete water circuit, starting with steam room, dry sauna, hot tubs, different therapeutic tubs that pulse out lots of water, massage you. And then ultimately a cold plunge, and you can go back and forth from the hot tub to the cold plunge, and I love that cold plunge. I'm a big baby and I squeak and squeal and make a fuss, but once I've done it, it feels so good. And so and then after that, you spend an hour doing that. Once you complete that circuit, you can now get your massage and you're nice and relaxed. So I am hoping that between that and the massage, I will be a lot better. So that will be at 9 this morning. I can't film in there, otherwise I might try to, but I know you can't. It's a private place. There are other people doing the water circuit as well, and that's not fair to bring a camera in and video them. Kids are starting to wake up here. So anyway, I just wanted to give you that update, and I'm really sad because, you have plans. I had this whole outline of things I wanted to show you, and that's all going to be modified. So anyway, that's it. I guess I'll have to come back and complete another video for you. So anyway, I will do my best to catch some more footage of what we can according to my plan, according to my outline. But I'm sad that a lot of it will not be able to take place. So, oh well, that's okay. It's okay. We walked around the store that is there in the Garza Blanca, and it's massive. They have everything you can need, from clothing and souvenirs to food and drink, and a Starbucks, which is why we were there.
Wow, this place is big.
And now that I've got my coffee, we've had our massages, I'm going to go hang out in the pool a little bit. Zane always wears these very vivid Tommy Bahama type shirts, and this one mural on the wall or wallpaper blended in perfectly. And so I did an Instagram post, "Where's Zane? We lost him in the wall." That evening, after a shower, we went up to the lobby, and they have a bar in the lobby, and so we ordered a couple of pre-dinner drinks. I got a sparkling, a Prosecco, and he had, I think, a rum and coke, and we sat out on the patio and had a nice drink. And then we headed to the Bocado Steakhouse there also in Garza, Blanca, and they have this dry-aged meat.
I want that one.
It's wonderful. The chef sends out these little hors d'oeuvres. And this is my steak, and this is Zane's steak. And they were actually cooked quite perfectly. And here are some scenes of the evening. The next morning, we took a taxi downtown to San Jose del Cabo and walked around the plaza, just doing a bit of shopping.
Where are you, Jeannie?
Hey, what are you doing here?
They have all the touristy things that you can want down here, and a lot of great leather goods and jewelry, silver. This is where I found my mom's pretty cute t-shirt. It's blue with turtles on it. And we also got our butter dish and our little platter here as well.
We'll get this for my mom. Wear it now? I'll get this for my mom.
And of course, we wanted to go into the church, San Jose del Cabo Catholic Church. Here's a shot of my photographer at work. And then we went out and had to have a nice drink to just cool off in the shade by a fan before we headed back. Catching an Uber or a taxi is so easy in Mexico and safe. So we went back, showered up, and went to Noi, the Italian restaurant, up on top of one of the buildings there. I love these purse stands that they bring to you. The bread that they started with and the balsamic and oil was delicious. And started off with a salad. This was Zane's. And then we ordered some delicious California wine. We knew this would go well with what we ordered. I got a lasagna, and Zane got some raviolis that they made right there. The setting was just perfect, and the weather was fantastic. Now, the next day is one of the highlights of our trip. We went to Flora Farms. So we took an Uber out there, and it's about a 25-minute drive from where we stayed. And you go down this dirt road, very desert-like, and enter into Flora Farms. We walked around all the lovely shops they have there by independent vendors, artistic and just beautiful. And of course, I had to stop and talk to the cat person. This looked like my Leo, so of course that was my main attraction. So now we're going to get the farm tour. No. And here is one of the main highlights of our trip to Cabo was visiting Flora Farms. And we took an Uber out there along this dusty road, and you enter into this magnificent, lush area. Now, I have to apologize because a couple of things. This is where the stabilizer was off, and we had a couple of little recording issues with the sound. If you listen to it with headphones, you'll notice sometimes it's only in one ear, but if it's on a laptop, or something, it should be fine, but I tried to work with it. And then there was a band playing, and they were playing Amy Winehouse's Back to Black, which YouTube computers will hear, and I can get a copyright strike if they hear me playing music in my videos that I don't have licensing to play. And so my genius answer to that is to add some music that I do have licensing for in the background to hopefully cancel that out. So that's as techie as I can get for that. So I just want you to know that going into it.
This is Anna from Flora Farms. And Anna, tell us what your role is here.
Perfect. Right here, I am the marketing director and the PR person for the whole farm.
And I am just so honored that she has agreed to give us a little bit of a behind-the-scenes tour and answer some questions for us. So I'm so excited to get going. So go ahead and
Perfect.
Start.
So right now we are here at the private community. This means people can actually own. We have cottage, we have lofts, and we have hay lofts. So we have full-time investors, we have part-time investors, and we also have rental vacations. Those are very sporadic and they're like very fighted. People always want that place, but people can stay here. As an owner, for me, the privilege that they do have here as owners is first, they do gardening and they actually get into nature. They found out how to work the land, the ecosystem, animals. So it is very friendly, one. And second, they have their own gardens. So they go out, they pick some mangoes. Right now it's mango season is about to start. So we can see some mangoes, we can see some papayas. So actually they are along with nature, which is like our first role here, okay? And the second of it is that everything that you see here, it's built in-house. So
Wow.
yeah, this project started, if I can do the introduction, in 1992. It's for the Greens family. It's Gloria and Patrick. They're a beautiful marriage. She comes from 2 generations of farmers in California, and he is the builder. So whenever you see a good marriage, I can see this is one of a clear example of how it works, because it is peaceful. They respect nature, but they also have the buildings. Everything is in line of what they think and their role to see how the earth is going to help us if we help it. Okay?
You know, it's funny because I did a lot of research about them
Yeah.
and this whole place.
Yeah.
And how, you know, you hear that word thrown out a lot, sustainability,
Yeah.
and, you know, taking care of our resources. But they really have, from before when it was the popular keyword,
Yeah.
they started that out way
Exactly.
early.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I can tell you that when they bought the land, there was it was not as this big, okay? It was a small part of the land. And they had a few mangoes over the property. So that's kind of like the hint. They said, like, it may work. Like, if we work the land, it may happen. They worked the land for 4 to 5 years. So it is a long road to get, and it's a long road to investigate and to actually see what they are going to do and what it is viable and what it is not. Here we are, let's not forget, this is a desert. So water is not very common over here. Right now you have a rainy day, but it's very odd. We have like 5 rainy days a year. So source of water.
Okay, so we're going to head off on this tour.
Here you can find a little bit of the example of how do we do the gardening. Here, as you said, sustainability is one of our main goals here. We use a thing called compound grounding. That means we mix some herbs and plants and flowers all in our same row. So they will repel the bad bugs, and then they will bring the good bugs. And that's the way they control plague. If the plague has gone very badly, they spread garlic over the plants, but we never use anything chemical.
Oh my gosh, that's wonderful.
Here you can
Do you see these mangoes?
criollo and canned. And they will actually never be very yellow. They're gonna be a little bit purple and green. Also
Okay.
here the papaya trees.
Oh,
Papayas,
papaya.
yeah, they're about to come.
Wow, look at that. When are these ready? When they change color?
Yes, they must rip off or we can rip them off whenever they're starting to be more yellow and orange.
And you
That's
can
when
let
they're
them
ready.
ripen?
Exactly.
Yeah.
We have to fight with the birds. The birds get
Of
them
course,
first.
of course, I know.
So we have
I
to
have
be
a
very-
little garden.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just want to stop here for a second. This is a nopalera. This is actually a cactus. It is really common in Mexico, and it's really common because we eat it.
Right.
These are called the pencas. We don't eat as big as those, but we choose the little ones. They're high in fiber, and we actually get the spikes off, and we put them on the grill. So we can use it for salads or maybe with some beans and cheese on top of it. So it is really,
Wow.
yeah. It is really good for the stomach as well. Also, on your left, it is the farm spa. The farm spa is actually open to the public. You don't have to have a reservation at the restaurant to actually enjoy of it. It's beautiful. It's run by Leo Salon, but it's a great partner that we've had here many years ago. And the farm spa is just beautiful.
Okay.
The family usually, even though they're from California, they're really, their roots, they feel like they're Mexican because they love their community, and there's something that I will talk about it a little bit later. But this is not only a beautiful working farm, but a big community, and people here, they do dog adoption events, they help the orphanage, they help local communities, they do a
Animal
lot.
rescues
Yes.
and things like that.
They do a lot. They didn't know if their project was going to work and if they were going to stay. So they decided not to build a house, but to live on a yurt. The project obviously worked, but the yurt is still the same. So if you like get your face in the window, you can see exactly how they used to live, like 12 or 15 years ago.
Yeah. Wow, a yurt.
Well, here in the test kitchen, it's where everything started. Patrick started doing some recipes. They, as family, went for their vegetables and started working out and making some kind of stuff and recipes they wanted to have at the restaurant. And on 210, it's when they decided to actually do the restaurant. They had a small cafe in downtown, and they were the first farm to table in Mexico. That concept was really not very popular in Mexico. We had a lot of farmers, we had a lot of working farms, but not a restaurant with farm, very allied to like very eco-politics.
Right.
This used to be first the place where they celebrated the weddings. Right now it works for our summer nights movie. So we put a screen on the day there. We put some haze for people to sit down. We give free lemonade, free popcorn. The entrance is free. So you just have to register and actually say like, hey, I want to go. All movies that we put is family friendly. So we still look for family values, and
Yeah.
not a lot of places are for all the family members. And here I think from the eldest to the youngest, they have something to do and they will feel part of it, which is kind of important for us. This is kind of my favorite spot to be, but I haven't taken you to the bestest. This garden actually works for Easter. The Green family are like huge fans of Easter, so they throw out a private brunch with all their family and members and restaurant people and stuff. And it is over here. And right now, over there is a test kitchen, so it's where our main chef is actually creating all the dishes. As you know, our menus, we have some plates that won't change, but the others are seasonal because we depend on what are we growing on the land.
Right.
So we will have
The year.
exactly hibiscus someday, tomatoes someday. Right now, tomato season is about to end, but we will have mangoes. So we always have to be improving what are we going to serve in our menu to be aligned. Okay. So we're going to head into where all our private events and ceremonies are held at the farm. I think this is kind of the heart of the farm, and I'll tell you why. So when you talked also about sustainability, people ask a lot why we don't have meat, cow meat on our menu. So that won't align our necessities. Yes, here we bake our chicken. We always serve chicken and pork, okay? So this is the way we get the chicken going. But actually, this was made by Patrick. This is the bike chain. Yeah. Everything is really,
You can feel the heat
crafted.
coming off of this.
Yeah.
Wow.
And here we have a roaster. So here's where we roast. I think we don't have anything right now, but that's where we roast some of our chickens, also our pig. Our pork chops is one of the main dishes we have here at the farm. And they live on our land. We have another land near the airport, very big land, where we grow our porks and our chickens. They run freely, they eat very healthy, and they don't suffer at all.
Yeah,
so
no
we can
hormones, no antibiotics.
nothing. So we really can
really clean.
exactly. And whatever we are bringing to your plate, it was well raised. Okay, it is carefully raised. So our pork chops are aged for 28 days. And we also have a room, a charcuterie room.
Okay.
Here's where on nights, we have our bakery. On days, we have our pastry. This is a team from the pastry and bakery. And this is actually the oven where we cook our bread. So all breads that we have here at the grocery are made in-house.
Wow. Look at this.
You can find sourdough, you can find all types of bread. Cinnamon rolls. This kitchen actually works for our cooking classes. We host here cooking classes.
I saw that.
And also this is the kitchen for the wedding. So whenever we host a wedding, here's where we do that. Now, in every mango, this is the mango area, okay, Mango Grove it's called. Here's where we host our cooking classes. So right now you won't get the idea, but we get kitchens outside and people come and cook. We have tamale class, pizza class have just arrived to the farm. We have salsas and tortillas. So we have a variety of very cool classes that people come and can enjoy here at the farm.
You know, this was a big leap of faith to build out here, to
Yes.
buy out here, to
Yes.
invest out here.
Yeah.
Way out, you know, off the beaten path.
Of course.
Truly.
Of course.
And to see it thriving like this is so wonderful.
It is wonderful, and actually what I admire the most, I guess, it is we are at a beach destination. So it was wonderful that actually they got to risk it and say like, okay, we're gonna do a farm. That it doesn't have the ocean, you cannot see the ocean, that it's like our main source of tourism here. So they basically nailed it because they've done a very beautiful job.
Yeah.
And you can feel it and you can sense it in every corner of the farm. This is the barn. This is where we celebrate our weddings.
Oh.
They usually put the tables outside. The barn may be like kind of the church or whatever.
When I asked you your favorite part,
I think this is it. This is where we can see the whole essence of what Flora Farms is.
look at how beautiful this is.
The flowers,
Charred and oh my God, it's just beautiful.
everything is beautiful. And you can see different type of flowers. And right now, the season, we still have flowers, but later we have the sunflowers, later we have the hibiscus. So this changes seasonally, and it is just beautiful to see. Everything that you see here, we grow it in here, and we sell it also in our grocery store. And something I want to mention, because we don't see it, we have bees over here. We have hives. We rescue hives, actually.
Okay.
So the honey that you're eating here at the farm, it's actually made from us and from the bees that we have, that we fortunately have here. We have a whole team that actually helps us with it. And it is a great part also for the community, because sometimes people doesn't know what to do with the hives, and they think that they must kill the bees or do whatever. And no, we're actually teaching the community, like, please give us a call. We will help you out, because they're not a problem. They are the superheroes of a farm like this. These are eggplants.
Look at this aubergine. Look at these beautiful eggplants. Look at these. Wow.
The banana trees.
Bananas.
Yeah,
You know, growing up,
the cat.
I grew up in San Jose, California.
Okay,
And outside my bedroom window, we had a banana tree.
that's amazing.
And on stormy nights, there was a street light, and on stormy nights, it did this, and it looked like a man, like
Yeah,
a
like
monster,
trying to-
you
yeah.
know. So whenever I see this, I see the arms.
You remember your childhood.
I do. I just used to watch that.
It is great because we call it tree, but it's actually a palm and it's actually a plant.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's lovely to understand. We're heading into our mango park. This is also a private area for the owners. The owners have a beautiful pool, but we still needed something else for them to have a retreat and a calm time. So, yeah.
These look almost a little
And they are
like
edible.
poppies.
Yeah.
Are they a type
Yes,
of?
you will find it in many dishes.
Oh my goodness, yeah. Beautiful.
And this is the mango park, where people have their own outside gym. They have their pond, still not swimmable. They're doing some tests. Adios, hola. They have pickleball courts. They have their own cafeteria. They have petanque, you know that game?
Yeah.
Petanque. And just some cabanas to hang out. And if you approach to the lake, you will see the I always forget the name of that flower in the lake, but nenúfares it's called in lirios.
Like lilies.
Lilies.
Yes, water
Thank you.
lily.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's what I wanted to say. Thank you. Yeah.
Honey, look how beautiful that is. We've been playing pickleball lately.
Really? I've never played it. Is it fun?
It is very fun.
Okay.
Oh, this is, wow.
Yeah.
You know, it's hard to believe that you're in Cabo because Cabo, you think all 100% desert, but look at this. This is like, it's lush and it's green and
It's an oasis, I
it
think.
is. It's an oasis. It's truly an oasis. What is next in terms, if you can even say, do you have any projects on the horizons, things that are coming out, or are you just kind of keeping things going as they are?
Okay, so this grew up very organically as well. Not only the farm, but the ambition of the restaurant or the classes. So they're basically growing up because of demand, but not because they are expanding themselves.
Right.
So I think the goal right now is to keep our frequent clients very happy and bring new ones to see this paradise and to actually enjoy it. I think that will be the key right now.
Okay, hear that? New people, they gotta come here.
Please, and if you do, please let me know.
Yes, for sure. Oh my gosh, this is just amazing.
Yeah.
Just amazing. I had no idea it was like this at all.
The kids also, well, they're not kids anymore, but they work here. Lily is on the building construction with Patrick, and Holden is actually taking like the restaurant management and the whole kind of project in his hands. So you can actually see that it's a working farm and it's a family-owned business since 210, and it still will be, I guess. The water, we don't have enough water here, so we really have to be smart on how are we using it.
Right.
And it will be a waste to use it on cows. We do have cows, but only for our milk.
Right,
Like dairy
right,
milk.
the dairy. Mhm.
We create our own butter. We have our own ice cream. And that's the other part that I love telling, because all the furnitures, all the napkins, the tablecloths, everything that you will see around the farm, it's actually also made in-house.
What would you say that is on the menu that is a must-have?
That's a good question. For
Besides
me,
everything.
Yeah, like, okay, how hungry are you?
Yeah.
Okay, for me, pork chop.
Okay.
It is basically like you must, like if you are not vegan or vegetarian, that we also have that options. But if you eat meat, please ask for the pork chop. We also have the meatballs that are made from also aged pork. They are absolutely fantastic. I will recommend you right now, we have as a specialty, because it's a season, we have the heirloom tomato salad. That's a must. Yes. And if you drink alcohol, okay, so my favorite cocktail on the menu, and that's all the time at the menu, which I'm so glad, because whenever I'm free, I go for one. We have the farmarita. So the farmarita is actually a margarita made out of carrot juice, and they can put tequila or mezcal on it. On my choice, if I can tell you, please have the mezcal one.
Mezcal.
Yeah,
Okay.
it will give it a more smoky kind of taste, and it's amazing. And we also have plenty of mocktails. So
Yes, I saw that.
yes, we really try to be inclusive with everybody.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's kind of the deal. Tell it. Here's more like a comfy food. This place is like if you go to visit your grandma. That kind of food that will actually hug your stomach and hug your heart and say
Yes.
like, wow, this was a great
Yes.
experience. Instead of thinking of 5 dinner plate with all the
comfort food.
Yeah,
Yes,
comfort food. And that's what you'll find in the menu. Here you can see our runner dogs ready to sleep. They were adopted here by Mariana, our biologist.
Runner dogs.
Yeah, and they're just like puppies. Hello, babies. Hola.
Oh,
We used to have geese, but geese are a little bit angry all the time. And they got a customer in the lake, so that was like, okay.
okay.
We passed them into Gloria's and Patrick's house and wished them luck. Here we have a kids' playground that is just recently finished. It was not like that,
Yeah, I don't remember this from.
No, they used to have some slides and stuff, but not all this, which is amazing.
And here we are back at the.
Back on the movement.
Entryway.
Exactly.
Wow.
The pond where we host koi fishes, we brought them. Turtles, we have 11. We don't have idea where did they get it from, but we have 11 turtles that we adopted now.
They found their way here.
Exactly. People brought them, and I guess they liked it. On your left, it's a young artist workshop. So whenever the parents, whenever the parents are having a meal or a lunch, you can take your kids here. There's plenty of activities, canvas painting, pottery painting. So they'll keep them entertained whenever you're having your meal. So that will not be a battle.
Wow.
And on this side, because I don't think you've seen the market, because the market is also new. You will be able to see all our land produce. The t-shirts we design in-house, our tote bags, all types of infused salts that we make also in-house, our honey, the one that I was speaking before.
We'll have to get some honey before we leave. Honey. Okay. And the bakery.
Yeah, bakery and pastry, also eggs. All the vegetables and produce of the land. You can come and grab a basket. Yeah, it's super yummy. Fennel.
Yeah.
So that's amazing. This is Florentino, our
This is Florentino.
yeah.
Okay, well, we're back where we started,
Yes.
and I am just so honored and so grateful and feel so privileged to have had this amazing tour.
It was a
Thank
privilege
you
for me.
so much. And
Thank you.
I can't wait to share this with all of you, and I hope if you're here in Cabo, anywhere in the area, that you make the trip here. It's absolutely worth it.
I hope to have you back again at the farm.
Yes.
And to see everybody here. Please let me know if you come here.
Definitely.
Thank you.
Okay.
So here is that band that just played the most amazing music. It just made the energy so fantastic. Our wait staff was excellent. They started sending out, Anna was amazing, started sending out food, more food than we could possibly eat, with the hors d'oeuvres, the bread and the dipping oil, the beet salad, and the charcuterie board, and then pizza. The table next to us had these young men sitting and having a wonderful time, and I went over and asked them how they heard about Flora Farms and why they were there and not at some resort or something. and they said that they were recommended to come here by one of their mothers, who said she comes 3 or 4 times a year. Turns out they're from, one of them is from San Jose, California, where I was born and raised. You can see that I have no shyness in going over and just talking to a group of people at a table.
We love Flora Farms.
We saw that a storm was approaching Cabo. With my back hurting and some nasty weather on the way, we didn't just want to hang out in our room, and we decided to go home early because it's a 2-hour flight. It was easy to change our reservation, and we came home a few days early. And I'm really glad we did. We had had enough sun. My back was really in pain. It was better after the massage, but I still needed more rest and relaxation, and so we headed home. While we were at the airport, we saw the pilot walking to the plane, and it was like, we know him. It was our friend, Captain Mark Nolan, and we know him and his family, his in-laws, and so we were able to chat with him beforehand and say hello and take some pictures, and he's just a lovely, lovely, lovely guy and good pilot. It was great getting home to our spoiled boys, and we had some new toys for them. So that is our trip to Cabo. I hope you enjoyed it. If you've got any questions, ask me in the comments section. I do hope if you go, you check out Flora Farms. I cannot recommend it highly enough. And I just want to say that I always feel safe when we travel to Mexico. People say, oh, you shouldn't go, it's dangerous. It's no more dangerous, I feel, when you stay in the right places than any city here where I live. So we love travel to Mexico. We love travel all over the world, but we have a special place in our hearts for Mexico as well. And we have another trip coming up back to Puerto Vallarta, our favorite place, in the fall. So anyway, if there's something you want to see in that trip, let me know. As you know, I'm not very techy, and, you know, it is what it is. But I think I convey the atmosphere and the spirit of the trip the best that I can. We enjoy the Garza Blanca and look forward to discovering their property in Cancun as well. But Puerto Vallarta is our favorite place in Mexico. I do have to say that because Zane, my husband, did most of the camera work, he has decided to get a new camera for walking around. And I'm excited for him to learn it. It's too much for me to want to sit down and learn, so I'm leaving that to him. I'm delegating more of that to him. I'm good with my little Sony ZV-1 here in the studio, but for walking around and stability and getting outdoor shots and all that, I'm going to let him own that job. So he is officially on the payroll. Thank you for watching. I hope you found it enjoyable and not too noisy at times. And like I said, let me know your thoughts and let me know what you would want to see in Puerto Vallarta. it's getting to the point where we enjoy just going and laying around. We've done all the activities. To go and just relax is kind of our goal now. Read, relax, swim. So I am going to sign off for now, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you for watching. I wish you well. Goodbye for now.